So it's another day to remind you that the book of Psalms is not just ordinary books. It's not books that you read like a poem, like a storybook, or like a phone. Yes, this thing is highly spiritual, especially when you have the understanding and how to use it. Now, let me remind you that every verses in Psalm is always a spiritual material, spiritual ways. There are always spiritual ways to make use of them. And when you understand attached faith and do it diligently, you are actually going to get results. Now, there is this particular process that I did using a verse in a psalm, and trust me, the result came out even faster than I expected, and I was so shocked. I wasn't really shocked because I know that the book of Psalm is amazing, but I was shocked how fast the request comes out. Let me tell you the truth, that whatever that you do not attach value to will not really work for you, right? And now I'm going to be telling you this process. Make sure you put it into practice and come back here to share your testimony. In case you see me for the first time, my name is Promise. I teach about spirituality, nature, and I also deal in natural spiritual products, health products of any kind of illness. So if you need the services, use the number on the screen, reach out to us. By the special grace of God, all shall work on our favor. Okay, you guys, let's dive into the video. Now, if there is something that you are praying God for, there is something you've been expecting, there is something you've been crying for a long time, and it seems as if that thing is delaying, you've fasted, you've cried, you've done all series of things, and it seems nothing is happening. Now, I'm going to be teaching you this powerful spiritual practical method of prayer that worked for me and worked for every other person, and also about to work for you this season. Now, what you need to do is this: get me a plain sheet of paper and get me a pen. Right? A plain sheet of paper and a pen. Now, when you get this particular paper, write your name 7 times on that paper. Of course, you know, numbers and colors is very important in spirituality. They signify something, and they are also a materials working when you are doing your spiritual process, right? Now, write your name or the name of the person that you are standing in a gap, maybe your husband, your child, your children, your siblings, anybody. Just write the name of the person 7 times on that plain sheet of paper. Now, begin to write down the request. At least write 7. Do not let it to pass 7, right? Now, let me tell you, whenever that you are doing spiritual process or practical spiritual process like this, I want you to always be specific. I want you to set out your intention. A lot of people sometimes they'll be like, "Oh, Promise, what do you mean by setting out your intention?" A lot of us go to God without knowing what we want, and at the end of the day, we are confused and confirm that nothing is happening. This is how a lot of people will go in a place of worship and others are receiving testimony, and you end up getting nothing. At the end of the day, you say, "Oh, I didn't get anything," or you tag every testimonies in that place as a fake. Now, if I should ask you, what are your purpose? What are your intentions? Now, let me tell you, in life, everybody needs so many things. We want so many things. We want a good life. We want a good husband. We want to drive cars. We want to live a good life. We want to go to our best country. But let me tell you, there is a particular thing that you need at a given time.